Hello. Welcome into AniMan Plus, episode 97. Hopefully you're having a phenomenal day. Whatever day you're watching this, or you're watching it live alongside of us, watching it after the fact, or listening to it after the fact. Hopefully your day is just incredible in some capacity. My name is Alex Light with Sparky3, and joining with me, as always, I got Zach here in the studio. Zach, how you doing? How you feeling this wonderful Thursday?
I'm doing great. I'm happy for this. I don't know. I've been enjoying this week. This week's been nice, at least in content and whatnot. I am sad, though, that Kaiju number 8 is not going to be back till January 6th.
Yeah, the manga on a break till January 6th, yeah. But we did get some more visuals on the anime, as well as the confirmed release window. Still a little ways off. It's 2024 for Kaiju number 8, but it's on the way. But you know what else is on the way?
Yeah, I saw your little rant and Morgan Freeman meme.
Mission Yozakura family, baby! Let's go! Yozakura greatness is getting its anime. I'm so pumped.
You and your health group of like 8 people.
Let's go, baby. Mission Yozakura family getting an anime that is confirmed in the upcoming Weekly Shonen Jump issue. And I'm so excited, man. Mission Yozakura family is so good, and I'm so fucking pumped. Yeah, when I saw that news, I'm like, finally, after being overlooked time and time again. Because let's see, Mashle's got its announcement. Undead and Unluck got it. Didn't Sakamoto Days get one?
I don't remember if it actually got announced.
Me and Roboco was the other one.
Yes, me and Roboco, because that one got a spotlight this week because it's actually out.
Yeah.
We need to watch that.
Wait, when is it coming out?
I think it already came out because like in...
I don't think it's out yet.
They made a nice color page and shout out to the anime in the...
Shit, if me and Roboco's out, no one's talking about it. So I don't think it's out.
Maybe it's not out then.
Okay. But yeah, Yozakura family, the eldest series of all those that I named, being overlooked time and time again, and now it's finally got its anime confirmation, and I am so damn excited for that, bro. Love Yozakura family. It's a very, very fun read. It's such an appealing series for a lot of different reasons, and I recommend everyone to check it out when the anime comes out. We'll definitely be talking about that in the future. But no, we do have some pretty good episodes to chat about this week. Gundam came back this week. It was on a break last week, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's back this week with episode 10. Chainsaw Man 10, Blue Lock 10, a lot of 10s.
Wait, I missed whatever you said. What was that about Gundam? Did you ask if it was on a break last week?
Yeah.
No.
When was it on a break? Because I thought you said it got delayed.
That was like several weeks ago.
I thought that was last week.
Nope.
Well, we got Gundam episode 10, Chainsaw Man 10, Blue Lock 10, lots of 10s, Bleach 10. Of course, we have My Hero Academia, episode 11, not a 10 this time. Spy Family, episode 23, To Your Eternity, season 2, episode 8. It's going to be a good show. We got some good conversations ahead. And, of course, our manga chapter ratings for the week. And, Zach, I did catch up on those 4 chapters I was behind on Weak Hero.
Oh, yeah, shit's wild.
And there's about to be a murder.
I was about to say, there's a full parade going, murder his ass.
Yeah, I loved the top comment on that chapter where it's just like, great, I'm going to commit murder. Rowan, okay, yep, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Man, Weak Hero's good. We're going to be rating that later, of course. But yeah, if you could go over to Agent Inc., pick up a jersey, we would 100% appreciate that. As well as go to check out some Rogue Energy. Use our referral link down below to pick up the new Moon Dust that's dropping soon. It's currently on pre-order. Or get any of the other great flavors such as Sour Candy, Rocket Pop. The Great Popsicle's really good. They got a lot of great flavors over at Rogue Energy. And we definitely recommend that you pick some up the hydrations as well. The Dragon Fruit Mango.
Moon Dust, which is coming out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Pick up some Rogue. Use our you don't have to use our promo code. It's 10% off, but you don't have to use it. If they got a 20% off, use that. But just use our referral link, and you're helping us out. Also, make sure to go check out Sparky3.com because it just got a revamp as of today, actually. December 15th, 2022. I was in contact with the team over at Try Cereal, and our website got a nice little revamp to bring it up to speed with everything Cereal has to offer right now. It looks pretty sleek at the moment. I kind of like it. I gotta go in and work on some stuff. They also added the feature where I can now bring our actual audio version of the podcast to the website.
Hey.
Yeah, I was talking to the guy about it earlier. He's like, yeah, man, all you got to do is pop in your RSS feed from your website, and it will pull in the episodes automatically. I'm like, that is really cool. So, yeah, go check out the website. You can sign up for free, sign up $5 a month to support us further, and we would 1,000,000% appreciate that. And check out the other shows, of course, ATFS and Gamestetic. Gamestetic, of course, going live again this Saturday.
Oh, that's why no one heard about it. So the Me and Roboco stuff, it premiered on December 5th. but it was a set of like 5-minute short episodes.
Oh, so it wasn't the full show yet.
No.
Okay. Well, full show is still on the way. Full show is still on the way, and we're gonna have to watch it because we gotta admire them knees. But yeah, we're gonna be checking out me and Roboco at some point. At this point, I don't want to read the manga. I just want to dive into the show head first, not knowing what I'm getting into. It's made it this long. Its volume covers are peak memes, and I'm here for it. And I'm looking forward to the anime whenever that's gonna come out. It's gonna be great.
I mean, currently we can find 5-minute episodes, so
I'm here for that. I'm here for it. Zach, you got anything that you want to shout out before we kind of get into stuff? I kind of made my big one. Mission Yozakura family, baby. That's big hype.
Still catching up on Lookism.
Okay.
Once I catch up to all like 400 chapters, I'll probably start watching the anime. Do look up the opening sequence to it. It has an amazing opening sequence.
Okay.
Besides that, looking into getting Tribe 9, which we never finished.
Yeah. Wait, you mean looking to finish it?
Nope, looking into buying it.
What do you, oh, like the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just to have?
I'm just going to commit to it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Whatever, man.
He died.
Piss off. I guess the only other things to kind of note here is one thing, Jump Fest of 2023 will be live streamed around the world with English subtitles.
No Dragon Quest.
So we can actually watch Jump Festa this year, that's actually pretty cool. That's a first. That's new.
Yeah, it is.
And then, there's a lot of different announcements coming up right now where, we're going to get to see more on like Hell's Paradise is getting revealed at Jump Paradise, Jump Festa. I mean, there's going to be more information on Yozakura stuff, more information on Dr. Stone New World, new information on Chainsaw Man and its next part. All of that's going to be coming out here very soon. There was also another piece of news that popped out that's, yikes, that there will be a live action My Hero Academia movie by Netflix.
Oof.
Hollywood produced.
Oof.
I know. Hollywood produced.
I don't know. It's heroes, though. So, I mean, there's maybe a chance it works okay.
I don't think so, man. It's Hollywood. We're doing anime. You know what I mean? Like, that just spells bad news to me.
Get the director who did over half of the Fast and Furious films.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, I mean, as soon as I saw that news, I'm just like, oh, that's gross. I'm not going to lie, and I was talking to Josh about this too. I'm still holding out hope, honestly, for the One Piece show just because of how heavy Oda's involvement's been.
Yes.
I understand the issues that everyone has with it where it's ultimately how is that show going to translate to CGI? I get that. I have the same concern because that's really at this point in time with how much Oda's involved. I actually have personally, I'm not worried about the cast in the slightest.
No.
I'm really not. Like, I mean, it's a known thing, and Josh always talked about it before, where like Oda had like already handpicked where everyone would have come from if there was already a live action show years ago.
Yeah.
It was like random little interviews. Oh, what Luffy would be from here, Sanji here, et cetera, et cetera. So I actually have full faith in this cast because of like how hand selected they were, right? But I do understand the how is the show gonna, how is Luffy stretching around gonna look? I get it. I do get it.
See, I'm not terribly worried about Luffy stuff. I'm more curious just to see the fight choreography just in general with Zoro's 3-sword style, Sanji solely doing kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Nami's is going to be interesting CGI because of, it's only East Blue stuff, right?
Yep. And Fishman is something else I'm worried about.
So
Arlong is I'm worried about.
Ooh, Arlong's going to be weird.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about that one.
Yeah, because of all the characters with Arlong's crew.
Yep.
I mean, 2 of them are going to be okay. One's just going to have like really long lips.
Yeah.
The real one's going to be Hachi.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I guess Nami's won't be too bad because the climate tech won't be a thing yet.
Yep.
Usopp's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Because it's just a fucking slingshot.
Yeah. So, and when it comes to like the My Hero one, man, it just being done by, pretty much Hollywood, just I don't know how to feel about that one. I think it's going to be a dumpster fire. I really do. I think it's going to be a brutal, brutal dumpster fire.
I mean, they have to get a win eventually.
Well, the win may be One Piece. One Piece would be the only chance at a win.
Well, that's not a Hollywood done one.
No, I mean, that's true. That's fair.
So I'm talking about that Western production agencies and direction and whatnot have to get a win at some point.
Have we seen any more information on the Yu Hakusho one? Because that one was
Nope.
that one was being made out of Japan, and that one looked pretty good so far.
Yeah, no. Nothing that I've seen.
That's one that I'm gonna keep my eye on. I'm looking forward to that one. But no, I mean the My Hero thing is quite concerning. But yeah, you got anything else to kind of shout out and chat about? The only thing I saw is that that movie for Seven Deadly Sins is coming out here soon.
Yeah.
5 days on Netflix. But yeah, I think that's it for me personally. I can't think of anything else to kind of shout out here.
Yeah, no, I haven't really seen anything else the last day or two.
No. Yeah, I just went through our Twitter again. Looks like I am, in fact, kind of caught up on everything. So
Still need to buy the One Piece card game.
yeah, I'm actually wanting to buy some decks. Do you want to play?
You've already bought some decks?
No, I'm planning to. Do you want to play?
I mean, yeah.
Cool.
We still need to play your other one, is Alice.
Elestrals.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since I went all in on the Kickstarter. I've got all 5 starter decks. I bought 2 booster boxes and a bunch of other packs. I'm all in on this game. This game looks so much fun. And I really want to play it. We got to find the time to play it. It looks great.
Damn it, Twitter. I don't know who Connor is, but it's apparently someone Viz Media and Crunchyroll follows, and he apparently retweeted almost a day ago TLC Network's new show, MILF Manor.
I saw MILF Manor trending, but I was scared. I didn't want to go look at it. I didn't even want to know what it was.
8 hot moms leave home for the chance to find love with men half their age. Reality TV. This is why we escaped anime.
True. Oh man. Oh, anyway. So yeah, we can look to kind of go ahead and jump into our shows and stuff. I guess the only other kind of thing is we mentioned it at the end of last week's episode, and I'll go ahead and mention it now. Sometime the start of the new year, it is possible that we're going to be getting a new co-host on this show, so that's actually pretty exciting. That is actually pretty exciting. We'll see if how it works out. We'll see if he wants to go ahead and lock in and do it. Me and him's already been chatting about it, but that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Get another co-host. It's been a while. It's been a while, and it's one of those things. Like me and Zach, we were very much like, yeah, this is gonna be us forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one else is crazy enough to do what we do.
The Sasuke Resuden stuff novels will be adapted into Boruto.
Yep, which that's actually I think be pretty sick. I like how Boruto is just like the random series. It's like, we need some place to adapt all this stuff. So just throw it in there. No one else gives a shit about the show. Maybe I'll actually get some viewership for a little while, for a few weeks. Get some okay viewership, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and hop into some stuff here. Let's jump into some shows. Where do we feel like starting here today, my friend? Where do we want to start? Do we want to kick things off with some My Hero? My Hero? Want to start there?
I mean, might as well. It was good. It was a very fantastic episode.
And it's making me further question, where the hell is the season going to end? You know what I mean? We have gotten a lot of content in 11 episodes.
Yes.
And I made the joke last week, we are 100% getting My Homeless Academia. That's happening. But how far into it we're getting? But no, back to today's episode. Or
I think we might get all the way to the scene you're looking forward to with Bakugo.
See, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking I think we're gonna get to see Stars and Stripes too. I think that's how far we're gonna get.
Because, and also the thing, so the anime and manga definitely coordinate, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there was references in this episode of anime which got referenced again in the current manga chapters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, cool. So y'all just actively playing this crap. Cool.
Yeah. Now, the episode here that we're reviewing, of course, is Dabi's Dance. Which for the anime-only viewers, this is one that a lot of people have probably been looking forward to for a while. To get that full feeling of confirmation on Dabi and just who he is, that he is actually Toya, Endeavor's son that's presumed dead, and it really was just the episode handled the reveal so well of where you really felt that gut punch for Endeavor, and you felt it for Shoto when Shoto was yelling at his dad, hey, he's coming. Dad, this isn't the time for this. And you see Shoto having tears in his eyes, but like still geared up, ready to go. So like you really did feel that gut punch in this. They did very well delivering that gut punch and just, delivering the, Dabi's dance. They delivered it very well in the animation sequence and the big reveal to the entire world. And, where you're feeling that crack in society of people's faith in heroes. You're visibly seeing that crack now, of where can they trust heroes or not, because he's dropping the bomb that Hawks killed this villain when he was trying to run away. Hawks killed Best Genius and stuff like that. Like you're getting and you're seeing the back and forth where like that Natsu looking kid. I say Natsu looking kid because
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I say it that way because I always thought it was really cool that in the English dub they actually got Todd Hackerburn to voice that kid.
Yeah,
I always thought that was a nice little nod since he happened to look like Natsu. They got Natsu's English voice actor to do it. I thought that was funny. But anyway, you get that Natsu looking kid, where he's just like, I still believe in heroes. And then all of his friends is like, I don't know, man, I'm going home. This shit crazy. Yeah. So like you're seeing that very visible crack in society, and I feel like that's really the biggest thing that this episode did really well for me. All the stuff with Toga was also very good as well. But for me, I felt like they just really hit it home with feeling that crack in society. What about you?
I mean, it was done very good. I enjoyed the Toga stuff just because it was that sort of switch of seeing Toga finally find some resolution in whatever she's decided to do.
Yeah.
Which was very nice, and which is a nice nod to some things we'll see later. Then the Dabi stuff was done fantastically and hit very well, especially with just the whole the theatricality to it, and just Dabi's voice actor just getting really into it, and just for the first time. Really,
oh yeah, he was getting into it, which was awesome,
and just
great delivery,
going so hard. The real kicker though was the opening of it, where they just showed out like, "Yo, Blue Genius."
I know. The
like,
big reveal.
The manga, it was like a little bit more like they just showed the spools, but
yeah,
they actually
the end of a chapter was just the spools, and I'm like, hello.
I don't even think they showed his legs in this. They were just straight up legs, BJ.
BJ, I still love that.
It's exactly who you think it is. Then right at the end of the episode, he rolls up, was like, "I'm here."
Yeah, he's like, Best Genius is officially back on duty as today, as he's fixing his hair in the air. Oh,
and
man.
then we're going to get a great Bakugo scene next episode with it.
Yeah, which I also liked that reaction around the room when he's coming down, where everyone's just like, oh, and Bakugo's just like, it's just that side eye looking at him. Oh no, this was a solid episode. I mean, this was one of the better chapters in the entire arc. Was Dabi's dance. I mean, it even got the cover for that volume, which was an awesome, very clean cover for that manga volume. So this was an episode that a lot of people naturally very much looking forward to. And with Best Genius now coming into the fold, I mean, like I'm telling you guys, as someone who's read the manga, with episode 11 out of a 25 episode season. I mean, assuming they're not going to go off on a beaten filler path, where maybe they just do a lot of extra fallout that's not in the manga, or if they stay true, we're going to get to My Homeless Academia.
And which, to be honest, they might actually do a couple
I was thinking that coming home
expositional episodes just with the whole aftermath of what this war leads to.
Yeah, maybe some more stuff that maybe Hero didn't get a chance to explore in the manga or whatever, which I'm not going to be against any of it personally, because I mean, I do feel like we went through this war pretty quickly, but then again, it's one of those things that you look back on. It's like, well, it feels like it went by quickly because like it felt like it took forever for us because we were reading it. So it just takes so long in a 20-page chapter. There's so much more. I still think that the arc itself has been handled very well, because we're reaching that climax.
Yes.
Like the climax is about to be here, like in a chapter or two or an episode or two. So there's a part of me that feels like it went a little fast, but then I kind of bring it back. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm just thinking about how long it took to read it. You know what I mean?
It took a while.
Yeah, it did. It took a large.
Because like this episode was like 2 or 3 chapters, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. Like this for sure. It was at least 3 chapters, because I mean like you already kind of mentioned with the Best Genius reveal, being alive, like there was the chapter that ended with the spoils, kind of tease what's coming, and then
which you didn't know what it was unless you read My Hero Vigilante.
Yeah, and then it was like 2 or 3 chapters later is when he drops in to save the day, get back on duty.
That's all I need in my hero is the return of Knuckle Duster.
Oh man, Knuckle Duster's a goat. I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure Vigilantes is getting its own anime. Which, hey, I'm here for, man. Knuckle Duster's
Knuckle Duster.
She's a badass.
Knuckle Duster's straight up just a human who with brass knuckles. That's all he is.
Yeah, he doesn't have a quirk. Yeah, he's just gonna beat the shit out of you. Yeah, that's all he's gonna do, man. I thought it was so funny that chapter him and Eraserhead got into it when Eraserhead was off duty, and he thought that he was like, obviously he thought he was a vigilante. And he kind of just let him go, whatever. Eraserhead went to go use his quirk on him, and nothing happened. And Eraserhead stopped. He's like, oh, man, I almost tried to fight this normal person. But then Eraserhead's walking away. He's like, but damn, he was strong. Knuckle Duster's awesome. Love that guy, man. I'm pretty sure Vigilantes is getting an anime. And if it is, I'm very, very excited for it.
All I want is a compilation of Knuckle Duster. That's all.
Fair. That's fair. All right, let's move over. I'll hit Bleach. It is our I decided to be our thumbnail.
I saw
title.
that.
Yeah, I was debating on what it should be, and I figured, hey, let's give Bleach a shine. You know what I mean? Especially since right before it's about to end.
Yeah.
We got more weeks of My Hero. We got more weeks of Blue Lock and To Your Eternity. Which for that one, you would need to just tell me if, hey, this needs to be our thumbnail this week. Yeah. You just need to hit me up in advance.
That's fair.
But yeah, I figured let's give Bleach some love. Bleach is about to reach the end of its part 1, and this episode, it was sick, man. It was really good because it was just the continuation of the fight with Unohana and Zaraki, or who we've always known as obviously Kenpachi. It's just because now it's just further exploring the title of Kenpachi and what it means, and that there can only be one. There can, because it all set it up in the previous episode of going into this, one of them's not coming out alive. Like, even who's now the head captain, Ryugaku, the former first division captain to do the Peak Kimono Twin Blades. I think that was his name.
Kiraku.
Yes, Kiraku. Thank you. Had to come back down to it. Yeah, Kiraku. Even he kind of teased in the previous episode that, oh yeah, there's only one coming out alive, and it was just continuing up on the fight, and you got to witness Zaraki's and Unohana's first meeting, which they already kind of referenced of how she got the scar on her chest, how he got the scar on his eye and stuff. So you get to witness that first meeting. You get to witness Zaraki as a child and just like how strong he is, where it's like Unohana, like at that time, just so thirsty for battle, but like it gives you almost like some One Punch Man vibes, right? Where it's just like they're bored of battle.
Okay.
Because they just win all the time. And I understand this came before One Punch Man. Well, I don't know. When did the One Punch Man webcomic come out?
Don't ask me.
Not important. But that's the vibe that you get, is that they're so strong that battle is like pointless to them. You know what I mean? They don't have the thrill of battle anymore. And like, Unohana, you see her like, going around just slaying people, trying to find a good fight, essentially, whatever, just bored of life, bored of fighting. And then one of her like lieutenants come out. And this was actually kind of a funny moment for me personally. I got a good chuckle out of this. He comes up and talking, it's like, we're not going to be able to find anyone to match your battles, whatever. And she's like, so you've seen through me, whatever. Cause like they went there with the intended purpose of this.
Okay.
But the real thing is she was just trying to find a good fight. And
Gotcha.
and her lieutenant saw right through her. She's like, we know you just want to find someone strong. We're not going to find anyone here. And she's like, oh, so you saw right through me, huh? She's like, well, yeah, I mean, that pile of dead bodies kind of fucking speaks a lot about what you're aiming for. And she literally goes, she's like, when did that get there? And it's like a mountain of dead bodies. And she's like, huh, how long has that been there? That's literally what she says.
You know what doesn't make any sense?
What?
The fact that they can have dead bodies.
Yeah, right. True. But yeah, then she's like, how long has that been there? And then you just see like a kid version, kid Zaraki just kind of climb out on top with his long ass handled sword because he's a little kid, so it looks so much bigger than it does in the normal time. But like the handle alone's like this big.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's like the size of his actual kid body. And you just see him sit on top of the body. She's like, ooh, I gotta fight. And you get that quick little showdown between the kid and her where she's thinking, it's like, a kid is actually making me love battle right now. It's just like, he causes the scar on her chest, gives her a good stab and stuff. And it kind of just brings us back to the presence of, her using her Zanpakuto and, looks sick, the whole blood thing that she does. and just her narrating over the entire battle of just like where he's just like her, just wanting that thrill of the fight and everything. And like the big difference between her and him is that she learned to heal herself so she could always experience the thrill of battles for her entire life. Meanwhile, she points out to herself in this narration that in his case, the reason he's the way that he is right now, and in terms of his current level of strength, which is very strong, yes, but obviously he needs to be stronger for this fight to come, is he's always held his own power back subconsciously so he can always have the thrill of the fight. Because if he doesn't hold his power back, he's just going to overpower everyone. You know what I mean? Which was a really interesting way for it to be described here. Then she further went on, it's like, but now you have comrades that you can truly go toe-to-toe with, and it did a quick cycle through of like Ichigo, Renji, and Bakuya, whatever. And it's like, but you also have enemies that you can go toe-to-toe with, and showed off whatever the dude's fucking name is, Yorok, whatever his name is. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, Yamamoto said it, and I'm just like, there's no way. like the way he said it does not even look close to how it's spelled, but whatever. Our main antagonist. So it's just like, basically narrating as like, Zaraki's finishing up the fight and basically giving the final delivering death blow that, he needs to get stronger, and there can only be one Kenpachi. And now that, she's saying, now that I'm going to die, I can truly let go, in her opinion, of the title. While he's had the title of Kenpachi, there's almost been that way of where he hasn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Since she's been alive, but now that she's dead, now that he's killed her, the everything can be let go. Everything, the title of Kenpachi, everything is over. And it was actually kind of interesting how it was kind of depicted from there, where, the way even she described it in her mind and her dying thoughts is like, he's like a child, because he's sitting there calling for her not to die. Like, he's not crying or anything, but he's screaming, don't die, please don't die. And it's strictly just because he wants to continue the fight. Yeah. And she's like, he's like a child right now, just wanting to continue to go. Obviously, she ends up passing, and then we finally get a really cool moment that Bleach fans, when reading the manga once upon a time, waited for a long time. Anyone that's like myself watching this for the first time who did not read this arc, getting a cool moment we've been waiting for, of where Kenpachi, or, I'm just going to call him Kenpachi now instead of Zaraki now that we're done with this arc. This little character arc, Kenpachi finally hears his Zanpakuto, which was super cool, because like even his Zanpakuto was sitting there saying, she's like, finally my voice has reached you. It took long enough. So that was the whole first half of the episode. We have a nice little shot of him. You see, the whole first sequence ends where it's like, my name is, and then it has like those little quick mid episode title cards. Yeah. And it brings us to some Ichigo and Renji stuff, still working on their training stuff. Nothing super notable for me to dive into there. It's just more, some really entertaining, very entertaining characters, more of the Squad Zero stuff. But the episode did also come back and end with, Kenpachi now walking out of that room they were in, sword over his shoulder. So obviously him and his Zanpakuto has now kind of come to terms on stuff. So looking forward to seeing how much his character is going to go from there. Because I want to stress, I understand this is some very old content, right? But I want to talk about it on this show the way that I am, because I'm experiencing this for the first time, and I don't want to go read it now. I want to experience this for the first time. So like for me personally, I obviously know as just an anime fan that he gets his, Zanpakuto, his Bankai and stuff. Yeah. I know that. I have no idea what it looks like. I have no idea what it does, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. That's going to be sick. Because I haven't read that far, and I haven't even bothered to Google it. No idea. So it is really kind of cool, talking about it, Bleach in this way, where it's like looking at it through the lens of like a new fan almost. Yeah. So I've enjoyed talking about Bleach in this capacity. This is a really solid episode. I really enjoyed it personally. Next up, do you want to hit one of yours? To Your Eternity, Gundam, and honestly, Spy Family. I did start to catch up. I'm only behind on this newest episode. 23 is the only thing I'm behind on. I did watch the other ones. The beginning of the tennis match was great. that episode was fantastic. But do you want to hit one of yours?
I'll hit up Gundam. Okay. So in this episode, some time has passed since they made the company. They're testing prosthetics and things like that. Mirene's out doing CEO stuff of going to see her father, telling out the plans, right? The fundraising of money, where it's going, and all that fun stuff. And while she's gone on her trip, Suleta is taking care of her tomato farm that Mirene has and really cares about, and Suleta feels like she's getting trusted and everything. And it's just slowly hit little things throughout the episode where people are just like, she doesn't care, right? She's just going to give it up. It's like, this is just another thing for her. And just slowly these things happening while their company's starting to succeed and they're making PR and whatnot. The testing of the new legs turns out good and success, so it can be judged for possible licensing to go out and whatnot. And we get a nice hint. We actually get to see our next sort of villains. And they're a group from Earth. It hasn't really said whether they're mercenaries or what group they are. Well, it said their group name. I can't remember it. But more or less, there's also a subplot of two of the other families working to kill Mirene's father, who's the head of this entire group.
Right.
Because, what's his name? The one who wanted Mirene's hand but got shreked in the last episode by Suleta and crew, he's apparently made plans to more or less disband the Bennett group is what he's planning. So he's contacted these Earth people to hit this place where this Mirene's father's going to be to kill him. We finally get the reveal that Nika, the girl who's been nice to Suleta, helping her out in part of the Earth group, has apparently a middleman for him in this Earthian group, and that I assume she was part of, and more or less was brought up to the academy for one reason or another. And she's more or less, she's having conflicted feelings about it, but she's doing it anyways, so, meh.
Right.
So she knows this is going down. So purple-haired guy, who's the initial person who Suleta fought, and then he proposed to her, he happened to get put on a job, part of a crew that's going to be at this planet, so he's here. The ship he's on gets hijacked by the Earthian mercenaries group or whatever. The CEO is going to be there. Ariel, Suleta, and Mirene is going to be there. And we're just getting, rounding up everyone else to have a nice little fight in this, finishing out. But the whole real big thing for it was the whole Suleta hearing everybody say that, well, does Mirene really care? Are you just a groom? She's just using her as a shield so she doesn't have to marry other people. Things like that, where green-haired guy who most definitely got offed, but now they have a new guy taking his place with the same face who's been sent to, more or less seduce Suleta and get a hold of Ariel, because they chose him specifically to get close to Suleta to get hold of Ariel for the group that the other witches are part of, who tried to set up Suleta as a traitor and get Ariel destroyed. And more or less, Suleta goes back to the tomato farm where Mirene's come back, and Mirene, more or less in business mode, starts saying things that really kill Suleta, because there's some guys there at the farm, and Suleta runs up and is like, no, you need to get out. This is important to Mirene. And I was like, what are you doing? They go away, and she's like, well, those are those are helpers who are going to take care of the tomatoes, so you don't have to worry about it, and I have a lot more business trips going. And more or less saying things that's like, yeah, I guess you don't need to be here. It's like, yeah, I don't need to. And just Suleta slowly getting more and more depressed about the situation that Mirene doesn't really care. Because there was even a whole moment where she was checking off her list of stuff she wanted to do, and one of them was to have matching keychains. And she had the keychains for her and Mirene. And Mirene's just straight up not paying attention, just saying things. She's got her notepad, not even looking at Suleta, and saying all this. It's like, you should be happy. Ariel's coming back. You should join me and we'll go get her. And walks out, and Suleta just drops the charms and walks away. So just that hard line of Mirene too focused on work, not noticing Suleta at all, and Suleta just more or less falling into a state of Mirene really doesn't care.
Oof.
So we're going to see how this next couple episodes go.
That just sounds like a depressing time.
Yeah, for Suleta.
Yeah, that sounds like a depressing time, honestly.
More or less, the foster kid was telling her, Mirene's just using her as a shield.
Right.
Green-haired guy trying to seduce her when she's trying to stay faithful to Mirene. And then Mirene just completely blindsided by work and doesn't even pay attention to Suleta. Suleta just got a triple hit.
Right. Okay. What about To Your Eternity? What went down there?
So this was the revitalization of Bond and him becoming Baron Springroll. You remember this?
Yeah.
So it starts off with the execution, the blade coming down. Everyone ends up passed out, and the preacher sees Bond's head cut off. And more or less, it's a whole ploy thing that Fushi barely managed to save Bond, made a sleep poison, consumed it, drugged the entire crowd, managed to save Bond, and made a copy of him to get his head chopped off. Whisked his ass away to Uranus, where they play it up like he's dead. It's been posted that he's dead and everything. He changes his look and becomes Baron Springroll. Because he's looking at a little tea party that's happening between Fushi, Toto, and his sister. And more or less, they're just having tea party. He sees Toto as a slim Toto now. And he's just slowly walking there. And some guard's like, that's close enough, pretty boy. You don't need to get next to the princess and her guest. And the princess runs up and is like, oh, he's a brother's friend. His name is, maybe I should name my horse Springroll. Baron Springroll! And more or less just getting the reintroduction of Bond and him coming to realization after all this stuff that he didn't need everything that he was doing. He's sort of found his peace now, and he knows what he's wanted to do. More or less setting up... I can't quite remember what he does, but he goes on a weird journey to set up stuff for Fushi, if I remember correctly. But more or less setting that up, him sending Fushi off. Fushi goes on his journey with his new horse, which I don't think he's named at this point. Them actually talking to the Noker and Kohaku's arm, and finally getting the reveal of what the whole mission of the Nokers are. And just that they're wanting to free everybody. Wanting to free their friends who are trapped in people's bodies as their souls. So their whole goal is to kill everyone, to free all of the spirits of the Nokers, so everyone does not have to be constrained within flashbacks.
Also, shout out to the fact that in the manga and anime, it's a knocker versus Noker. I always thought that was funny.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. I really don't know why either. Like, why did the anime change to Noker versus Knocker? Just because Knocker just sounded dumb?
Well, no, I think it is actually Noker. I think just the whatever translation team was
Did
lazy.
Crunchyroll?
Yeah.
Because that's where we were reading it, right? Yeah.
I think the translation team was just crap.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm
Because
considering...
they also changed Fushi's name, and the anime solely just called him Fushi.
I mean, that's fair, considering Crunchyroll manga app is one of the worst apps out there, in my opinion.
So I think the translation was just crap.
Actually, is that app dead yet? Continue. I'm sorry. I'm going to go check if this app is dead, because I think it's dead.
But yeah, we get the whole reveal of the actual Nokers mission, why they are killing people and why they are doing what they're doing, and why they're the enemies of Fushi and the black one.
Oh, yes, the black one.
And then Bond sends Fushi on his way, and still Fushi has no clue that he can revive people. And then we do actually get the setup because we find out that the Nokers are attacking the head church of the Bennett, where the execution was, and he goes there to fight the Nokers. And we get a nice shot of him. I now know what I need to do. I have no reason to hold back. And it's him on a rooftop as Gugu, and he just has the head open, and he just closes it, and the episode ends. I was like,
that's awesome.
I was like, he is Gugu, Batman.
That's awesome.
So the next episode is him going to be fighting off the Nokers within the capital of the Church of Bennett as Gugu and the others. Oh, next episode's going to be sad as fuck.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Good luck.
Because I'm pretty sure it's the episode where he loses people.
Oh, no. Good luck.
Well, this is going to be sad as shit Saturday.
Yeah, we'll follow up with that. Actually, we won't follow up with that next week, will we? Next week's the week when we're on a break. I just remembered that.
Yep.
Yeah, reminder. AniMan Plus will be on a break next week for the holidays. Every holiday season for Thanksgiving and Christmas, all shows except for ATFS takes a break. So no show next week. We'll be back the week after to finish off the year. Yeah, good luck with that episode.
Yeah,
and also, I guess Crunchyroll Manga's not dead.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was there for a while. Me and you can both agree to that.
Yeah.
Because it was not updating chapters. But no, I just went and checked it. I just went to check like Eden Zero, for example, because I know we have that in our script. It is up to date, 220.
Cool.
So I guess it's not dead. I guess they're giving it one last push at that app sucks, bro.
It does.
Dude, like, I'm assuming you had the same problems that I did with the app, where like you're sitting there reading a chapter and it's like scroll, okay, scroll, scroll, and then all of a sudden a page that you're seeing is like from 4 pages ago. Did that ever happen to you a lot?
Not that I remember.
It happened to me all the time, bro. Where I'm sitting there reading, and it's like, let's say I get to like page 14 out of 20, right? And page 14 is the same page that page 3 was, and I'm like, what the fuck? This stupid fucking app. And Josh had the same problem too.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really run into it because I don't remember that.
Stupid. All right, I will hit Chainsaw Man here, and that leaves us with Spy Family, and we can finish off with Blue Lock this week, I guess.
Yeah.
So Chainsaw Man. So this one was kind of a little bit of a just kind of aftermath of everything that happened. Losing, Himino, the eye patch lady.
The eye pitch.
Yeah, eye pitch. The the kind of the aftermath of that. Aki's currently in the hospital. After the damage done there, Makima's around. And this episode just being a lot of aftermath here. Like the only things that are really kind of like nice little takeaways is just still Aki's like complete and utter dedication to what he's doing, because you get to see those two characters that were with Makima the episode before from Kyoto, where they came and say, hey, we're here to oversee basically your training. And they basically said, you're not strong. You need to get stronger. Because they even told him up front, it's just like, yeah, you should quit being a devil hunter. Like, you just need to give up. You're not strong. You suck. You need to stop. And, he basically, further reaffirmed his dedication, where it's just like, the devil that killed my parents and my partner are still alive. Why would I quit? Just being very blunt and straightforward about it. But also to, like, further give some examples on him just being weak. They're just like, summon your fox. So he like goes to summon it. It doesn't summon it. It doesn't come up. And they were just like, yeah, the fox is probably pissed at you because you made it eat too much. So it's probably not ever going to listen to you ever again. Sorry, bud. And this is like, and that sword, that's the curse devil, right? How many more times can you use that? So it's just like, if you want to continue to do this, you're going to have to get stronger. You have to level up, essentially, which, that was kind of where the episode ended with him, is that basically where he's going to get a chance to get another devil and get stronger. The biggest bulk of the mid-length of this episode was just entertaining content, because it was Denji and Power training with the one guy, I forgot his name, the teacher.
Oh,
yeah, just starting that training where it's just like, he approaches them, they're in the graveyard, whatever, and he just kind of puts his arms around them, and he just starts hugging them tighter and tighter and tighter, where they can't breathe, and he breaks both their necks and just drops them to the ground. He's like, see, the good thing is that your bodies work like humans, so you break your neck and you can't move. But since you're not humans, you're going to regenerate and be fine. And then basically just broke it down to him that that he's going to be absolutely ruthless in this training, and you see it immediately when they start trying to Power and Denji work together to try to fight him. Where the dude straight up like stabs Denji straight up through the mouth and up through his brain and just completely obliterates him. And it's just like a montage of them training, and then it comes like nighttime and you just see him on the ground. He's just like, all right, I'm tired. I'm going home. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Yeah, basically. And as they're laying there, whatever, Digi's just laying on the ground, and he just starts saying like gibberish, like not even making out words. And Power just gets on top, starts beating his skull. Where it's just like, come on, your brain needs to reform. Don't be stupid. and it works, and he reforms. He's like, damn, how many times did I die? She's just like, I don't know, like 20. But I don't really know for sure because I was unconscious a lot. So I can only remember about 20. So it may have been more. And then they start like working together. It's just like, yeah, we can put our brains together and really outsmart them because we're smart.
And they're dumb as shit.
Exactly. So like the next day, like you see them like, trying to be smart. They have like glasses on. They're pushing their glasses. Like, yeah, we got this. We're so smart. We're gonna ambush them. And they did pretty well. Like even the teacher's is like, all right, yeah. He lets them off easily. He still fucks them up immediately. But he's just like, you know what? Good attempt. I'm going home for the day. So, I mean, that was the biggest bulk of the episode. I mean, it was entertaining. It made you laugh and stuff, and it just kind of further drived the character that you're getting out of Aki and just like his determination with everything. and now giving you the teases of what's to come with, I forgot the devil that he gets, Dream Devil maybe? I could be very wrong
I
on
don't
this.
remember.
I don't, it just gave you the quick little tease of, I think, like the eye at the end of the episode is
Gotcha.
what it was. So, this season, this part 1 coming to a close, of course, and, looking forward to seeing how Aki kind of levels up and just, further kind of seeing just how just wild and crazy this show continues to be. But it was entertaining. Like, all the power
It's
and
only
dingy
12
stuff.
episodes, right?
Yeah, 12 or 13 for part 1. I think it might be 13.
Okay.
It might be 13. Actually, before we, just in case we had these questions, I actually went ahead and pulled up the live chart. It is 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so only 2 episodes left. I mean, it'll be fun. That's the main thing. It'll be fun. All right, so next up, all that's left, Spy Family, then Blue Lock?
Yep.
All right, so what we got going on in the tennis match?
So
Still?
the Spy Family was just the continuation and finish of the tennis match of just Lloyd and Nightfall doing what they do best and dodging everything, completely overpowering all the tricks, dodging the pitfalls, adjusting for the net going up and down. They realize there's a sniper in the freaking vents, and the two of them doing weird movements, doing drunken fist tennis
Yeah.
to dodge the bullets. The ball boys have like wrist shooters that they end up dodging.
Mm-hmm.
So like they just absolutely demolish the two Campbell kids. For a majority of the episode, it's just them adjusting to all the tricks and whatnot. And
Right.
then Lloyd diving and protecting Nightfall when he takes the first rubber bullet, and her just be like, Lloyd, he saved me. And then him just being like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I figured something like this might be happening. So I wore a bulletproof vest.
I also want to give a shout out. I haven't watched episode 23, but I did go ahead and catch up the few episodes I was behind. And I absolutely love how well they were able to transition Nightfall's like mental state into the anime, where
Yes.
it's like the voice actress just does such a great job where she's like, I love you, like just spamming I love
Yes.
you. They've translated it so well into the anime. I laughed my ass
That's
off.
ridiculous. Finishing off with them winning and the son deciding that he needs to better himself by truly learning how to play tennis. The daughter just being like, I'm done with this crap.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Then it finishes off with them trying to get the picture they came for and everything. The Secret Service has caught wind of it, and they actually called to try and get it. And more or less, Lloyd and Nightfall sleight of hand it to steal it away, hiding in a bag. They drive off, and they happen to find Yor and Anya in the park practicing tennis. And Nightfall decides she has to challenge Yor for the right to be the woman next to Twilight. So Yor feeling like she can't turn it down for whatever reason, decides to accept. Lloyd just being like, you don't have to. You can say no. It's like, what is happening? They mark out a tennis court and they set up. Nightfall's on the receiving end. Yor's like, I can't lose. I have to use all my power to honor her, and I can't back down from this. Boom. Shink. Oh, it didn't go. Ha! She can't even serve. Just falls. I used my full power, so the strings just naturally cut through the ball.
Right.
Anya, hand me another ball. Nightfall. Wait. Cut the ball? What? Then Yor does a second serve, and it's just a power serve at not even her full power, and just it's a giant montage of just this burning blue light of energy coming across the ground, ripping up the ground to go hit Nightfall. And Nightfall's just like, I can't move. I'm gonna die. And just have like straight up like Mario Tennis super move trying to block it.
Oh my god.
The wind going everywhere, Nightfall being pushed back. She's like, I can do it. Just complete shattered. You're just like, I've been defeated. I demand a rematch. She runs away crying, and Lloyd's just like, this is why I said not to do it.
This show's fucking so stupid.
And then
love
I
it.
think you might get your date night because at the
Yes.
because at the end of this, Yor's just like, I won, Lloyd. Congratulations. And she was upset about it. So I think we're gonna get the episode where she's upset, Lloyd realizing he screwed up, and then asks her on a date.
Yeah, because this is 23. So let me pull up. I have it up real quick. So we have 2 more episodes.
Yes.
So I think we're gonna get the date night. Let's go. I love that episode, bro. That chapter. That chapter's so funny.
And then it finishes with them discovering that the secret that could reignite war was actually the general's scrapbook of theater actress photos. It's just an entire scrapbook of just profile shots of different actresses, and the war was between him and his wife because she wanted him to throw away, and he hid it in some bunker and whatnot.
Oh my god, Spy Family's it is a roller coaster.
It is.
But it's so good, dude.
So yeah, next week it's a 2-part episode. One's involving the kids, and the other one I think is involving Yor.
We're gonna get that date. I'm feeling it. Last episode of the season. Which, this will actually be the true end of season 1. I consider this season 2, but they consider it season 1 still.
Part 2.
I hate the Cur stuff, whatever. Like, just consider it separate seasons. I've went on this rant enough times before, so I'm not going to dive into it. Just, it's separate seasons. Leave me alone. Don't bullshit me on this. It's separate seasons. All right, and then finishing things off with Blue Lock, episode 10. Still very much in this big matchup right now of Team V and Team Z. Still, kind of going through all the awakenings and stuff. Because while we got a lot of awakenings last episode, basically as I titled it, going plus ultra. Now, Nagi is going plus.
Nagi.
Yeah, now he's going plus ultra, and like as this game
because more or less he sees that Rio is in distress, and he's just like, pass to me, and everyone's like, he's taking the initiative. Shit.
Yeah, and Isagi's sitting there thinking, it's just like, so while we had all of our awakenings, this monster awakened at the same time. And it's just like, further.
We were wrong about the score because it was tied by the end of the last episode.
Okay, so what's the score right now? Is it still 4-4?
It is 4-4 now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both teams got some goals.
Because Nagi got a goal, and then Isagi set up the triple attack.
Yeah, for Kunigami to get another goal, because that was where we had Kuin was thinking about it.
That was a great shot. The fucking hand.
Yes. That dude, it was. That was fantastic. Honestly, the whole episode was done really well.
Yes.
Especially kind of depicting, like Kuin's kind of state of mind on the whole thing as well.
How he became how he was.
Yeah, where he's just like really dedicated to it and no one else around him was, where it's like they'd get their ass kicked like 74-0. They're like, all right, guys, who wants to go get up for drinks? And meanwhile, only Kuin's back there is the one that's like actually upset. It's like, what about nationals? Like, you're silly. We were never going.
we got into the top 8. That's good, right?
Yeah, that's fine. No big deal. So you get to kind of dive into his character as well, where he starts further processing. It's just like, well, I was the top scorer, Kunigami's, blah blah blah. It's like, I'm higher ranked. I should get ahead. If they lose, whatever. And then he makes like the subconscious decision to,
allow the team to keep going.
Yeah, tackle Nagi in the middle.
Just fucking taste Nagi the fuck out.
Yeah, straight up like an American football tackle on the field, just taking him out completely. Because like that hand shot that they did there was really good.
Because it's great because everyone's in the press. Nagi's got those eyes and he's about to take a shot, and it's just a close up on his face, then just
hand. Yeah, it was done so well, dude. Just the hand to quickly cover his face and just swipe to the side.
Yes, it was such a great shot,
dude. They did it so well because I thought it was done well in the chapter. Because I have read up to this point. I've read to the start of the second selection.
Yes,
I haven't picked. I need to pick it back up here soon. I wanted to get it onto the script at some point. But no, they handled that so well, and like you see Team V getting pissed off and stuff, where Rio was about to throw some punches, and the other dude's just like, hold on now, you've already got one yellow card, another one, you're out too. And it's just like, what the fuck? What's the deal? And Kunigami's just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious that too. What is the deal? It's like, we don't know what happened either.
He wasn't supposed to do shit.
Yeah, he was supposed to sit to the side the whole time. And then the team just ended up getting some great defense there when they got that free shot, because that was such a cool moment too, of just thinking of the thought processes and everything behind it, because you have our all arounder dude, what was his name? I got it on the script, I think. Iman. You have him, whatever, sitting there thinking, he's just like, okay, normally he's going to immediately think to pass to Nagi. Nagi's really covered up. There's this. It's just like, oh, no.
This is Blue Lock.
Yeah, this is Blue Lock. If he's a true egotist, he's going for the shot and gets a great block and stuff. Then, Nagi goes for a shot, and, Raichi comes out of freaking nowhere and blocks.
Raichi, the Specs dudes.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. Specs dude goes to get a shot, and then Raichi blocks it out of nowhere with his leg. He's just like, where did you come from? The wall. Is all he said.
Then Nagi gets it, and he takes a shot, and Gugumaru manages to
Yep.
hit it and knock it into the post and out.
Dude, that block is so stupid the way he blocked it, but
Yes.
it's so funny though.
And it's a great shot because after that, Kuon's like, they survived?
What? And now, where the episode ended was where basically Isagi had the ball, right? Because now we're about to see like his awakening.
They're attacking, yes.
Yeah, so this episode was done very, very well, beginning to end. I really enjoyed this episode because, like, another thing that I thought was pretty cool about it is, we already mentioned, Raichi with how he got that block, but also just like, the way he kind of remotivated the team in this episode.
Yeah,
where he's just like, hey, I know we're down by whatever, one
because
goal.
they were talking about starting defense after getting. He's just like, no, we attack.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna let all my defense go to waste.
Which I hate doing.
I hate doing. You guys go on the attack. He's sitting there motivating him in his own way, and everyone's just like, good point. It's like, we'll go on the attack. Let's go. So, this episode was great. I really enjoyed it beginning to end. Just a lot of good visual shots. How they did it in the anime, like with breaking down like Isagi's like mental state of things with the puzzle pieces and everything. I thought that was done really well. I thought that was really cool to see it visually.
Picturing exactly what all he can do by setting up the triple attack.
Yeah.
The whole Nagi thing with him. Just the whole, I can get him regardless of how he stops it. Hits it with it back. Who the hell thinks of that?
Exactly. Yeah, that was really cool. I liked the way they did it for the anime, breaking it down with the puzzle pieces.
In which we only got 2 more episodes, right?
No, this is a 24 episode season.
Oh, is it 24?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get second selection.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, I mean,
ooh, that's gonna be fun because that's a lot of very good content.
Yeah, it's a 24 episode season, bro.
Awesome.
We're good. We're good for weeks.
So yeah, we get second selection then.
No, here for AniMan Plus, the only shows we're about to lose Bleach, we're about to lose Chainsaw Man, we're about to lose Gundam, we're about to lose Spy Family, and that should be it. Blue Lock, To Your Eternity, and My Hero still remain for a little while, and then we're picking up Tokyo Revengers Season 2. I know that one for sure. And then if I decide to review it, maybe Nagatoro Season 2. I know. I haven't decided. And then I don't know if there's anything you wanted out of the winter coming up.
Well, once we figure it out and I figure out...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If I buy Netflix or manage to find someone who's I can actually use, watch Lookism.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one. If you were going to say something about, the Disney Plus or Tokyo, I can hook you up, but I can't help you on Netflix. But Jesus Christ, I just noticed a show coming out in January that I totally forgot about.
What?
Fucking Ayakashi Triangle.
Oh, yeah, that's getting an anime.
January 9th, it kicks off.
That fan service of a series.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, we also had the Trigun Stampede kicking off as well.
I mean, I'll probably check that out, see what that's about.
Yeah, and whenever you do, please let me know immediately if it's like a full reboot or what, because that's one that I would be kind of curious to watching if it was, since I never watched the original Trigun. I just want to know if I can watch it, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And not be confused. Because, I mean, like, I'd be down to check out Trigun. It's a series held in pretty high regard. I wouldn't mind watching it for the show. Because I'm still looking through the list. There's nothing else that's like really jumping out at me. Granted, I'm not looking super hard since we're in the show, but I'm gonna have to follow up on this list. But I know we're obviously adding Tokyo Revengers. That's a fact. That's happening. And then whatever else we add, I don't know, because we got like Vinland Saga season 2. Have you watched Vinland Saga?
I've never even read Vinland Saga.
Okay.
It's one that pops up. I was like, I should probably read this at some point, but I never have.
Gotcha. Emeralds of Shadow is still gonna be going on, but man, it's just. The where to watch it is so fucking random.
I know a lot of people, apparently there was some bathroom scene this week that people were on about. And there's also a mobile game, so.
Dude, yeah, honestly, people are really enjoying the Emeralds of Shadow. Like, a lot. Like, people really enjoy this anime.
All I know from whatever, it's harem.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. I mean, it was on my list, but it's on the HD Dive, whatever. High Dive. And I'm just like, I'm not signing up for that. I'm sorry. I'm not. Anyway, favorite episode of the week.
Kuon's hand.
That was pretty good. I don't know. I kind of want to give it to Dabi's Dance. Dabi's Dance was pretty solid.
I mean, Dabi's Dance is solid, but that hand fucking obliterated that motherfucker.
That hand was really good. Yeah. I'll stick with My Hero. My Hero's favorite episode of the week for me. All right, let's jump into chapter ratings and wrap up the show beautifully as we always do. One Piece 1069. I would give this one probably a 9. Pretty nice so far. I like some of the callbacks in this.
Is
in
it
this
still
chapter.
like in transition between arcs, or is it actually fully in a new arc?
We're fully in a new arc, but
Okay.
it feels to an extent like we're in transition where it's like, there's a lot of different things happening at the same time.
Gotcha.
Naturally, it's One Piece. But yeah, we are in a new arc, but it's kind of tough to determine what the new arc is called, I guess. Vegapunk arc, I don't know.
Okay.
But no, I will say one thing that I thought was pretty cool about this chapter, because I saw the leaks before the chapter came out, and I saw the comparison shots, and I'm like, oh, that's a nice little callback. Is that in this chapter, we do have Luffy going toe to toe with Lucci right now, just as a quick little thing, and just like their initial fist clash in this chapter is an exact callback of their fist clash in the original fight.
You know who we'll never get a call back to?
Who?
Kuro.
That's true.
He got one last shot when the first bounties came out where he's in the shadows and you just see him do his glasses fix with his claws, and we never heard from him again.
Good. Lame character, honestly. But no, I'd give it probably like an 8 or 9. It's probably, I think, pretty fair. My Hero 376. Is this the one that did not come out because of Hirokoshi's health? Or
That's next week.
Okay, so 376.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll do an 8. Black Clover 346.
I don't think this came out.
I did it again, didn't I? Did I do it again? I do
Let me-
this all the time.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it didn't come out.
I hate myself. Why do I do this?
Correct. No Black Clover.
God damn it, Alex. Why do you do this?
We have an app. We can literally look at it.
I know. Like, I just go straight to the. Wait a minute. 376 didn't come out either. Oh my God. I'm the worst.
Yeah, it's 375.
I'm the worst. Either way. So we rated last week's chapter by accident. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Last week's chapter, what?
Yeah, well, the rating, whenever I said My Hero 376, we both gave it an 8. We technically rated last week's chapter. We were thinking of 375.
Yeah, because that's this week's chapter is 375.
Yeah, the one that. Oh, so I just got it wrong in the script.
Yeah, no, this was a new chapter.
Oh, okay. All right, never
Because
mind.
this involves
Oh, okay.
Toga
Yeah,
Uchiko.
gotcha. All right, I gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
This is why I said that they coordinate.
All right, JJK 207. No, that came out. Don't bullshit me. Did it not come out? Did I?
Nope.
Damn it, I am not on it with this script. Michigan's Core Family 158. That did come out, though. And I'm giving it a freaking 10. Again, we actually got the breakdown of Korichiro's blooming. And I'm glad that you described something earlier with Spy Family, because it's the best way to describe his blooming. Whenever you described like you're hitting the tennis ball at max speed and just the ball disintegrating due to the wires, think of that, but think of that being his blooming at like a times 1 million scale.
Okay.
Where it's almost also kind of like, how like, let's say in Naruto, Shino's parasects just eat everything,
Yeah.
Think of it like that, but like it's just Korichiro's wires just cutting everything at like to a micro, like just disintegrating it. Like, just how much it's cutting it up. It's super sick, bro. Like, this is a very, very good chapter. I'm giving it a 10 for sure. Undead Unluck 139. I'd give this one an 8. Some good stuff. Mashle 137. I'd give this one actually probably like an 8 or 9. I'd get 9. I'm giving it a 9. I really enjoyed Mashle's energy he's bringing in this.
Honestly, just give it a 7 because, we've had this build up for him to show. It's nice, but at the same time, I feel like it's lackluster.
It is lackluster, but at the same time, it's Mashle, so like the level of entertainment it brings, I think, is still good. Because I like it because like it brings almost like we've seen a side like this of him a few different times, but just the way he presents it in this chapter was very entertaining. Where he just says "up," that's it, and then it also towards the end, he's like, "You hurt my friends, get up." Like I just thought it was entertaining. So I give it a 9 personally. Sakamoto Day is 99.
I'll give it a 9.
Okay. I give it probably an 8. I give it an 8. Elusive Samurai 90.
The Lord won the race, the horse NASCAR race, and freaking this is a trip of it. Just the whole thing. I give it an 8, but the whole thing like he kept. So I forget his name. The 2-sword kid counters the horse dude before he kills the Lord. And the Lord races off and wins the race. And like straight up, there's a black and white flag. Someone's waving around, like, our Lord won, our morale's high, kill them all. And the guy gets cut down, the Imagawa, and his retainers like, we'll die here with you. He's like, no, take my head, feed it to the horses. I've killed so many horses. The antagonists in this series are just out there.
The whole series is out there.
I mean, it is pretty out there.
All right, Blue Box 81. They give it an 8.
This is your chance to leave.
Yeah, what a prick.
I'll give it an 8.
P6 61.
I'm not entirely sure where we're going with this, but I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Akane-Banashi 42.
8.
Okay. No Kaiju. That was a color page chapter. We did have the Chainsaw Man though. So the chapter I read today was last week's, I guess.
If it was the aquarium, yes.
All right. Well, yeah, because I read it today. So I assumed it was this week. Well, I give that chapter an 8. Spy Family. I know we got a new chapter on that one. What would you rate that?
I'll give it a 9. Headmaster's baller.
I love the Headmaster. I give it a 9 as well. That was a good chapter. Weekly Shonen Magazine stuff. I unfortunately did not read any of the 3, so just turn it to you for Eden's. Eden's 220.
7.
That sounds about right. Heading over to Webtoons. Unordinary 287.
7.
I'm going to give it an 8 because one thing, honestly, the reason I'm going to bump it up to an 8 is honestly thanks to a comment.
Okay.
Because like I thought the comment was like super interesting where it's like we already know this as readers, but again being reminded of it with the context of the story is nice, where in the context of this situation it's like the comment would point out, it's like it is really interesting to see John in this situation because John truly has seen both sides of things, where he's seen the abuse of being too strong and he's seen the abuse of being too weak. So it really adds an interesting dynamic to the character in this context, in the situation that we're in. So that comment alone, I'll bump it up to an 8. Weak Hero 220.
Murder. I mean, I'll honestly give it a 10. It's super awesome.
I'll give it a 10 as well. There's such a good freaking chapter.
That guy is so dead.
I can't wait. I will say in these situations, Weak Heroes, of course, coming to a close, but there is always that fear in me where it's like, are we finally going to get to see our characters get their ass whooped? Is Gray going to finally get his ass whooped? Please don't let this be the time.
Against him, probably not.
I hope not.
Because, I mean, it's a whole buildup because Gray has his murder victim. Rowan has spotted some more of the Union. So we're about to have just a complete throwdown, it seems.
Yeah. Hey, at least the other gang should be en route, because, he managed to get hold of Go-Go.
Yes.
Which also, it was either this chapter or last chapter. Shout out to Gerald with the
haircut.
Yeah, shout out to that. So,
finally revealing his scar.
Yeah, I think that was last chapter, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
well, no, it was like a couple chapters ago.
Yeah. So
that was during the talent show.
Yeah, so that was super. The talent show was
because he swept the iPad.
Yeah, the talent show was entertaining. But yeah, 10 for 220 though. Eleceed 199.
I'll give it an 8. Because, so, Jaiwoo won his fight, and everyone's just like, yeah, we can counter him, but if we get hit, he's gonna mess us up. And the whole 10 is just like, you can't challenge him. What if he challenges us? Shit. And then the leader, the patriarch of the family of like cat familiars whose son got wrecked by Caden in cat form, Cassian Nitro, has decided that if he can't get the cat from Jaiwoo, he wants to stud the cat. So while Jaiwoo's recovering and hanging out with Caden and Carantine in his room, he rolls up, knocks on Jaiwoo's phone, hands him a folder, smiles, pieces out. He opened the folders. He says, like, I chose the purest of breeds. They're like, what? They open it up. It's portfolios of female cats for Caden.
Oh, that's great. Favorite chapter of the week. Weak Hero for me. I know I gave Michio's Core Family a 10, but Weak Hero is just like, it'd be like a 10.1 compared to Michio's Core Family's 10.
I give it a 10, yeah.
Yeah, Weak Hero is so good, dude. And that comment freaking kills me. Gray, I'm going to commit murder. Rowan, okay, yep, sounds like a plan.
That works.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, because I didn't read Down to Earth or Mage and Demon Queen, so I went ahead and jumped into favorite chapter. But that should be it for the show.
That looks like it.
Yeah, I think we got everything, hit everything well. Zach, any last thoughts? Anything we chat about here today? Hand.
What?
Hand.
Oh, hand, yeah. Cool.
Hand.
At some point, we'll watch me and Roboco.
That's right. Looking forward to that.
I think I'm gonna despise it, but at this point, we just have to at least dip the toes into it, see where this show's at.
The knees, the best knees.
You know what's gonna be the real sad thing when Orin High School gets an anime? Orin High, not Orin High School, but High School Family.
Oh God.
Orin High is an old '90s series.
High School Family is gonna get an anime, and it's just like, Kubo, you did this. Are you proud of yourself?
I bet he is.
Yeah, I mean, he enjoys it, so I assume he is. Those sales are so bad. I haven't looked at it recently. I
still don't assume it's great.
I still assume they're selling like 5K a volume, which is very, very bad for anyone that's unfamiliar with volume sales. That is horrendous.
Every cover just has a stamp, Kubo approved. Kubo approved.
Yeah,
Kubo approved.
Dude, that's the only reason why that thing has lived as long as it has. Have you checked out any of the other new series? I know you checked out like the Deadly Sins one. Have you checked out anything else?
Cypher Academy is interesting.
Yeah, you mentioned that one.
Be curious to see how long that lasts. The Ginka and Glunka is fairly interesting. It's so far it seems like it's a fairly usual Shonen Jump type thing, but the choice of how they decide to do magic is interesting.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, well, I think it wraps everything up for the show. Like I already mentioned earlier, and I should have remembered at the very beginning of the show, we will be on a break next week, again, for the holidays. I know it's not technically the holidays when we be on a break, but it's close to fucking enough, okay? It's our yearly thing. We always take off the week of Christmas and stuff to deal with it. So, yeah, no show next week. We'll be back on, let's see, let me pull up a calendar real quick. Get the date. On the 29th to finish off the year beautifully with episode 99. Didn't hit 100. We were so close.
Nope.
So close. That was our goal beginning of this year, was hit 100. 2 episodes off. I don't know if we're doing anything special for 100. I really don't. It'll probably be business as usual.
At this point, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We did a big thing for 50. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I know you hated it. ATFS is about to celebrate its 50, and it's just gonna be business as usual. But yeah, AniMan plus 100 will probably just be business as usual, honestly. But I will say, I guess, to tie into the fact that we made it that far.
We'll wear party hats.
What?
We'll wear party hats.
All right, yeah, we'll get some party hats. We'll get some party hats. We'll do that. I will say that, but like to tie into 100 though, we do have a project that we're working on that I pitched last month to make it our 100, but we need more time. We need more. It's still gonna happen. Like I still want to do it, and I'm actively gonna be working on it here soon. Like I've already been kind of compiling a list, you know. Yeah. I want to do it. It's gonna happen, but it's just not gonna happen for 100. It'll come out at some point. I'll mention it here soon because I'm about to do the year end video for Sparky 3 about just what we accomplished this year. Which when I made that list of everything that we accomplished for this year for that video, I was baffled at how much we accomplished. Like I know we've
done a lot of crap this year.
Like it just baffles me. Like oh my god, we've done so much this year. Like it's actually astonishing to look back on it. And then also looking ahead for what's coming in 2023 because I got some cool stuff planned. I'm really excited for 2023. I think I'm looking forward to seeing where it's where the brand's gonna go next year because the brand went some places this year. Let me tell you, it went some places this year.
Let's try and get on a cooking show.
Let's do it. Wait, like on what do you mean? Like you want to do that cooking podcast?
No, like I want to somehow become a guest on a cooking show.
Good luck, man. Good luck. I thought you were about to try to say you're going to revitalize Eat or Yeet.
No, I don't have the time for that. If I did, I probably would.
Yeah, see, that's one of those projects of where it's like when this is our full-time jobs, Eat or Yeet could be a thing. But that's a ways away. That's a ways away. All right, anyway, I'm going to hit the music. We're going to get out of here.
All right. Like, comment, rate, subscribe.
You want me to restart?
No, we're good. Whatever your platform last week, we're good. Comment, help, tell Alex to stop for me. Yeah, that sounds like everything. You can hit AniMan Plus YouTube and subscribe there if you're not subscribed there. If you're here already, subscribe Sparky3. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, and make sure to check us out at our website. Like I said earlier, it just got revamped earlier, courtesy of Serial. Appreciate them and all the work that they do. I need to rearrange a couple things, but it looks pretty sleek. I like the new layout of it. And then, of course, check out our merch store, SparkyThinkShop.com, as well as Agent Ink merch store, and buy a jersey. We'd really appreciate that support. AniMan Plus has the best looking jersey. I'm just saying. Check out some Rogue Energy. Use our referral link down below to support us. We'd 1,000,000% appreciate that. As well as just check out the other shows, Game Aesthetic, A Terrible Football Show. Join the Discord. Just join the community, chat with us about whatever. And then, like, already kind of mentioned with the year-end video, look forward to that. It should just come out right at the 31st is my planned dates. Just come out then or on the 1st, one of the two. And, it'll have a lot of cool information about some stuff to come with everything, every show in the brand in general. So look forward to that. All right, guys, we'll see you on the 29th. So bye.
We'll be right back.